after that last round, especially because this comp now they know it's coming, and they're gonna have Flywheel. They have a comp that's even more prepared for Dream Wish now. I think it's unlikely. Yeah, we're gonna see
Ooh.
Clerk instead here. So now the question is, it's actually kind of interesting. Lawyer is actually strong against Clerk because Lawyer, in a way, because Lawyer can actually just kind of vault. Again, Lawyer can just vault anything and not be worried about Terror Shocks. And then the distance Lawyer makes after getting hit is very very good. Because again, the key to playing against Clerk is creating distance, right? So when you take a hit as a Lawyer and you get that veteran speed bonus, you create a ton of distance. Um, so against Clerk, Lawyer is actually quite a strong character. Psychologist as well. The question again does it comes down to, did they prepare with broken windows, or did they prepare for Clerk with broken windows, or did they prepare with Flywheel for that treatment?
Yeah, that'll be the question, and we'll be seeing that soon. As of now, we will be seeing our spawn locations. They have put Gravekeeper in the hospital on Potato. They have put ZZ out with the psychologist, Zed as well on the prospector, and MX, I believe, in the shack area there with Ryun sort of hanging out in the ruins alongside that. So very good spawns here, of course. What do you suppose is optimal chase here, Eli? You probably don't want to go up against MX's lawyer once more, so maybe somebody else. Gravekeeper is in that hospital and does have those shovels to utilize, so that is a little bit rough, but he's pretty close. And here are our builds, just as we've ordered and requested. So Flywheel
Yep.
on the Prospector and Broken Windows on both the lawyer and the psychologist, with Gravekeeper, of course, carrying Tide Turner. Ryun having the Detention, Trump Guard, and Blink classical build.
Yeah, so I think that I think that strategically speaking, the best chase target is Lawyer, but he's actually not going to go for. He's going to take Prospector instead, which is a significantly worse chase target. That's impressive. A Gravekeeper instantly shovels.
Oh, he's down there
Uh,
in the dirt. He wants to be in the ground of the hospital today. But you're right, that is a very weird decision. Ryun is going to continue on chase here, probably preemptively using that shovel just in case of first chase, but that's not the case here. So going to start on that Cypher machine, and we are now going to see Prospector, of course, as you mentioned, be our first chase. So Zed on the
yeah.
Prospector has some magnitude as first recording happening on the Cypher in chat.
Let's say Prospector also positioned himself in a really bad area. I mean, the Prospector had the ability to stay inside hospital, and he actually kind of leaves hospital. He is able to use this magnet to get inside hospital now, so this is going to help with this kite a little bit. He does have Flywheel to work with as well, so let's see if he's going to Flywheel to this pallet here. Does go for the Flywheel, is able to get that off, does get the magnet there as well, and gets the pushback. Beautiful job from the Prospector. That's a really big play. The only issue is that it does force the Gravekeeper away from the Cypher machine. He does have this pallet break to work with. Does he go for the mind game? No, he just runs straight through the pallet, which means that Clerk, excellent job going straight through there, is going to get that that free hit there. And now he is inside hospital, so this is a strong kiting area, but the problem is, again, you kite on Gravekeeper Cypher, which means the Cypher rush is going to get slowed down significantly.
That is very unfortunate. Luckily, there are other ciphers around the map, but you really want to finish the ones that you've started, otherwise it's kind of a waste of your time. So actually going to lose the Prospector for a second in this hospital, continuing to record to prevent that from being finished. Potato still trying to push this birdcage cipher with a little bit of desperation here as the Prospector continues to kite around. And actually, a little fact, Ryun is actually using the Clerk accessory at the moment, which generally I don't see a lot of tourney hunters use, because it really alerts the survivors to your presence as you're recording them at the ciphers. So generally you want to shy away from that, otherwise it's like a beacon of, hey, I'm gonna disrupt your decoding, I'm gonna do it. But back to the moment at hand, a beautiful stun on the tree from the Prospector as he transitions into this ruins area here. But
Yeah, he does have Blink available, goes for the
online.
Blink. Yeah, he's going to get that Blink to secure the down. He cannot, well, actually could have done the pallet because he didn't have first presence, but he does get the down. So, pretty good start here for the survivors of ZT. It's about, I would say, a pretty normal start for going against the Clerk. We are going to see Psychologist get shared on the Psychologist Cypher. Now, the question is, does that mean Gravekeeper will come for the save? It looks like so. I think what's going to happen right now is that Psychologist is going to take over the Gravekeeper Cypher, and then Gravekeeper is going to rescue and then pop the Psychologist Cypher. The issue for ZT is that they don't have any sort of rebound potential with supporting. The only way is Prospector just block kiting. We're going to see Gravekeeper take this hit, is going to get that rescue off. Obviously, you want to use that. He's going to get that magnet boost from the Cypher, and he has to leave the Cypher machine. That's kind of the goal. Does get the block, does get the Flywheel. Beautiful Flywheel from the Prospector there, and Clerk body blocks herself, which means Prospector can actually kite a little bit in this area. Gravekeeper is going to shovel block as well. Wow, what a play from the Prospector there. Rune really needs to get this Prospector down quickly as possible. The last Cypher Machines are already working their way down here. And Prospector still has another chair, so he really needs to kill this Prospector quickly, or he's going to be in a tough position.
Yeah, of course, we're going to see MX on the layer conserving that map in order to maintain the decoding boost that you get from it.
Wow.
And a stun! Oh my goodness, a pallet stun to top it all off. Actually, from MX coming in just for a little extra torture on Ryun here. So really coming in with the support the best that they can. Of course, against Clerk, partner kiting is not too bad because you need somebody to throw your stuff for you. Oh, landing a hit, and of course, as we know, no terror shock for Mr. Lawyer.
And now we're going to see the Psychologist going to heal up the Lawyer here, so Lawyer can actually go for the next rescue. Prospector's going to do his best to stay alive until the Cypher is primed. Gets the stun just barely, clipping him onto that corner there. He's going to try to... it's really just a matter of time. Cypher Machine, 95% of the way done. They really want to pop this Cypher before we get to the end game here. Lawyer's going to try to body block, and then he's going to take the... I guess? No, the Cypher is primed here. Goes for the hit. Is the Cypher ready? Can they pop it? And they do pop and do go for the end game here. For Survivor endgame for ZT. You really see the power of the Sacred Heart Hospital. He's going to actually change onto the Lawyer. Lawyer should use this widow for a boost here. Yeah, and he's going to use this just to transition farther away. But he needs to be careful. He doesn't actually kite to the Cypher. Does he have a window block recording here? He does not. And he does not have Blink ready just yet. So this means that Lawyer can kite a little bit here, but he is going to change targets to Psychologist. They need to split the gates here. They cannot all do the same gate, or else they're going to have a really hard time. Does go for the Blink. Psychologist has a speed boost and makes the pallet in front of the Blink.
Wow, able to pull that off. Really good teamwork from their side. Now all transitioning to the other gate. As you said, they need to split up. They are trying to move over, but of course, Clerk is following along with them, so it's hard to sort of... Oh, and changing target once more to the Prospector, of course. The only survivor who has sat on a chair. Getting a risky stun here. It's going to be really long, but that was kind of close to your body, Mr. Prospector. But he's going to go over and vault this window, and Ryun is going to change targets to the survivors at the gate, who are currently the Lawyer and the Gravekeeper. So, Gravekeeper, with only a little bit of shovel left to be utilized, has to be really careful, and not careful enough, Eli. We're going to see the Gravekeeper go down, unfortunately, on the gate.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting situation. This is Gravekeeper's first chair, so the question is, does ZT want to try to play this aggressively? They don't have this other gate open, so someone actually needs to stay and pressure this rescue. It's still tieable for Ryun, actually, so what needs to happen is... this is really interesting. I was saying they could try to get an item for the Gravekeeper and help him kite to that gate, but they're not going to be able to open that gate is the issue. Everyone's coming here. They're not going to try to push the gate. They're all going to try to go for this win, it looks like, this 4 escape here. I don't know if I agree with this. You really need to... They still have 10 seconds of detention. They need to wait here. They cannot rush this just yet. Just wait out detention. Oh, man, this is so intense.
Poor Eli's gonna have an aneurysm, but in the meantime, we will see that the Prospector has actually been healed up earlier. The Psychologist trying to push the gate. They're just using a system where they all go at the gate, and you cannot take us all down at once. Detention is out, so this has been a very long, very impressive match. Now choosing to kite on the Gravekeeper once more. He throws the pallet down, managed to get this little loop, trying to record the Psychologist in the area, but again, the accessory, you know, you're really aware of when the Clerk is coming. Landing a body block hit on the Lawyer, which is wonderful, but ZZ now trying to decode this gate here. Getting recorded for just a second, but that is enough to not be able to continue on with the gate. Eli, this is such a match. They really are splitting up now, but it seems that they might actually circle back to this gate. Actually healing up at the moment, so they are really pushing for this 4-man in the end. All they need is this gate.
He used the vision on the wrong gate, which means they can actually get this one open. So now they're all just going to heal up, and they're going to try to, I guess, body block the Psychologist out the gate here. Blink is back in 7 seconds. They need to... the problem is, if Psychologist... We're going to see Prospector try to support the Psychologist. If the Psychologist dies over in this area, and he gets the stun... Oh, he gets the stun! What a stun onto the Clerk here. They don't have the other gate open is the problem. Psychologist is dead to a chip here, so they have to body block the chip. We're going to see the chip does miss there. Prospector goes for the stun yet again, trying to help the Psychologist out here. Does have this pallet boost to work with here. Prospector's here to body block. They're all going for the body block. They're going for this 4 escape.
Missing the swing there, and then hitting the Prospector. So 1 body block down, and you have 2 more that you can use. MX, of course, lagging behind the Clerk just a little bit in this chase. Potato coming in for the another magnet from the Prospector. It seems that they're going to get him.
He can't get any of them. This is a 4 survivor escape for ZT. What just happened?
Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
Well, ZT has certainly made a comeback. We could say that, couldn't we, Eli?
What a game! I've never seen this in the history of my IDV career. Lawyer and a four survivor escape pushing the gate. What just happened? I'm speechless.
They yeah, a beautiful comeback from 0-2 from Southeast Asia here in this matchup. You know, initially not doing too hot against RD due to that first round because of their survivors' power, but ZT really said, "All right, I see you're getting your 3 escapes, and I raise you this. What about a 4 escape with a lawyer in the team against a clerk while we all body block a psychologist after detention runs out? That's nuts." This is the kind
That's
of thing I expect to
insane.
see in main stage, and there it is.
I've never seen that before, ever. Like, that's like I understand. Okay, so I understand. Like, obviously, being able to body block survivors out the gate is very crucial, very important, stuff like that. But just like the ability to and it I don't know. I mean, just they stop to heal. I think most teams, I think almost every team would take a 3 escape there, right? You take a
Mhm.
3 escape. You'd put yourself in a position where all you have to do if you're able to get a 3 escape, you put yourself in a position where your hunter just needs to get a tie, right? And then you go to an extra round. Now, because of how the points work, Meowpie needs a single kill, not to tie, to win. If Meowpie gets a single kill, ZT wins off of points. So the difference between a 3 escape and a 4 escape there is huge because again, if they get a 3 escape, Meowpie has to tie, right? And then they go to a fourth round. But a 4 escape, Meowpie gets a single kill, ZT wins. So that's insane. I mean, 3 survivors body block. They stop to heal up. They push against a clerk. Clerk's like the one hunter that it's so hard to push the gate next to the hunter against because they can just record it and block the gate off. Look at the overall containment time.
Goodness.
325
300.
seconds? I've never seen that. That might be the highest containment time in a single COA match ever in the history of COA. I don't think I've ever seen over 300 seconds before. And then everyone else with 140 plus.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Yeah, absolutely insane matchup. All of this containment time from the prospector who really did hold his own against Ryun's clerk with absolutely no fear, took the pressure head on and was able to utilize those magnets for both support and a solo kite, and especially against a clerk. My goodness, Eli, the next round, I wonder if it will be just as crazy as this one
That
was,
was
but
insane.
uh,
I don't even understand how that makes sense.